As we know, there's a massive push for invasive technology right now, not only biometrics, but also in health and other technology, transhumanism stuff. They're just anything that they can do to try and get that stuff in us. They're working on it to obtain every last detail of you, your life, and that includes poking and prodding of your body. I mean, look at all the Internet of Body technology out there. I mean, I don't know how many people wear the Fitbits and stuff like that, but that's also part of this Internet of Body, Internet of Things technology that's going on. Last week, last Tuesday, we talked about that they're going deeper than the skin by utilizing vein pattern scanners. So it's the thing, it's from the company Kiyo, and it's similar to what the Amazon Palm Pay, the Amazon One, looks like, but this thing will actually not only scan the pattern of your skin, but it'll actually go deeper and it'll scan the veins in your hand to verify your identity. They like to say that it's for your safety, for your security, because people can copy somebody's handprint, but they can't copy the veins that are in your hand unless you go to the morgue and we're not going to go there. Sorry, did not mean to take that in a morbid direction. Let's just keep going. But they got the vein pattern scanners that they're using for everyday identification verification, whether it's through your job, hospital, airport, or other function events. They even got this thing set up where if you go to like a stadium for a sporting event, you can pay for, pick up your tickets, not pay for, but pick up your tickets utilizing these things. They just want it everywhere. We've even talked about the heartbeat lasers that can identify you with a non-invasive laser by your unique heartbeat. That's right, they've got these things. It's an invisible laser. You can't see it, but when it does, it'll actually hit your chest, scan your heartbeat. And if you guys don't realize it, just like our thumbprints are unique to every single individual, our heartbeats are actually individual to every single person. We actually have, well, I guess, the term calling somebody a snowflake. I mean, I guess that applies to everybody because our heartbeat is like a snowflake. It's unique to everybody. Sorry, just had to go there. But yeah, that's what they're doing. So they can actually identify you through your heartbeat now. So, I mean, veins, heartbeats, all that stuff. Not to mention, there's the IARPA Breyer program, which I've talked about before, but I just want to remind everybody, because this thing is freaky, that they can identify you on your body movement patterns alone. They don't even need your eye. They don't need your face. They don't need your fingerprint. They can just go by how you move your body. And that's the IARPA Breyer program. So a lot of people are saying, oh, we can get around this stuff. Just put a ball cap on or a hood, put my sunglasses on, I'm good to go. Nope, they've got you there too. And so they can see who you are and identify you via your body. And so there's always a demonic eye watching us in any way. But it's always important to remember they've got demonic eyes all over the place with this technology, but we've got the Almighty Father's eye watching them at all times, and they can't do a thing without his permission. So always take comfort in that. Always take comfort in that. Now, of course, we understand that Satan cannot be in multiple places at once. This is no secret to anybody who knows Satan. He can only be in one place at one time. But God, of course, is omnipresent. And Satan, being the ultimate imitator that he is, he must use technology. He must create a technological behemoth utilizing the Internet of Things, the Internet of Bodies, AI, or DI, which will become demonic intelligence, I believe, as well as biometrics and other surveillance things in order to have eyes all over the world. So if you've got biometric and regular surveillance all over the world that is now controlled by demonic intelligence, they can be watching everybody and they can relay that information back. Now, of course, that is nowhere near as powerful as God. Surprise, surprise, shock, shock, right? No. But it's the only way that Satan can have eyes all over the world at the same time. So he's going to utilize that, being the imitator that he is. It's amazing how much pride Satan has, knowing that he can't do what God can do, but yet he still thinks he's just as powerful. That's some serious pride. I mean, that is some serious pride right there. Adding to the growing list of biometric surveillance is the 1Password and Microsoft. They are both moving into the biometric authentication area. Now, first off, The biometric authentication is the next step to eliminate passwords by using you as the password. So this is another way of convenience and security. It's, oh, anybody can rob a password. Anybody can put in, they call them key loggers, where it's a little hack that goes into somebody's computer and can copy the password that gets typed in and send it back to the person who put the keylogger in there. But what's the way to stop that? Oh, biometric. Scan your fingerprint, scan your eye, and then you can get into your account. And so they're trying to do this in a way of, well, it's more secure for you. You just have to give up, again, more of your privacy and what makes you unique. And so it's, again, all about this idea of security and safety and protecting against fraud and all that stuff. But in actuality, they're just continuing to build their database about you. Of course, they don't mention the fact that we have the fact that the whole goal is to steal your unique identification and store them in their data centers, like we were saying. That AI, and this is the important part, they can take all the data they want and put it in their data centers, but what's the point if they don't use it? Well, that's the thing, is AI can then tap into these data centers, and for countless opportunities, they can then use that to track you wherever you go. So you know how we were talking about the Briar program, where they're able to scan your body pattern movement and identify you that way? Well, because you have cameras watching you everywhere you go, even if you're walking down the street in a neighborhood, everybody who has a Ring camera is now watching you, and it's that data is getting sent back to the data center. Well, the whole point is it can then take that, use AI to scan you, go into the data center and identify you that way. It has your movement data already in there. That is the whole point of the digital twin. That is the whole point of them, again, knowing more about you than you know about yourself, is so the AI can then use that to verify you no matter where you're at, whether you're sitting in front of your desk, logging in, like what we're going to talk about here, walking down the street, driving your car, going into a store, in the airport, at a sporting event, doesn't matter. The smart city, the smart surveillance that utilizes the AI, which another one is the IARPA Haystack program, which we've talked about that before, can then verify you on all of the data that they have gathered. And they've got everything: your movement, your voice, your eyes, your DNA, all of it. They've got it all stored in there for every single one of us. Every single one of us. Now, 1Password announced a private beta test for the iOS and the iPad OS, which is their Apple operating systems. So 1Password is using this this specific operating system to test this biometric authentication. This beta test allows users to use the Apple fingerprint or face readers on their devices to unlock their 1Password accounts. So I don't know how many of you with your smartphones have fingerprint things on them. I actually have one that does have it. It's got a fingerprint reader right here below the camera. And if I wanted to, I can unlock my phone utilizing that. Obviously, I don't, but still, if you place your finger on there, even if it's not activated, it's still got it. Just like if you turn your microphone off or you turn the camera off, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be able to gather your information. So a lot of phones have those things on there. iPads have them. They're even starting to put them in like laptops and stuff where you can do that. They've even got USB ones that you plug in and you can put your thumb down on the thing and it'll log you in and whatnot. They've got all this stuff coming out for more security. They plan on bringing this biometric password system to other devices, including Android, Windows, and Linux operating systems. So it's not just going to be for Apple. They are planning on increasing it. Now, following the same dystopian ID theft, that's my wording, following the same dystopian ID theft is Microsoft. Of course, Microsoft. Microsoft Enterprise customers can now use passwordless login with Windows Hello for Business. Hello. Windows Hello for Business, which is another program built specifically for corporations and whatnot to use. Now, Hello for Business will set their passwordless, that is a very awkward word to say. Go ahead and give it a try. Passwordless. login, which will then remove the old password from the device, requiring you to log into any account attached to it. So if you sign up for this program, if you use it, once you put that biometric thing in there, they're actually going to delete the password from the account, so you can only use your biometric data to get in. Now you can set a unique PIN code to like reset it. Like, I don't know why, if you want to get rid of the thing, I guess. But for the most part, your password's now gone once you log into this thing. So again, we're at the same old song and dance where their explanation is security and convenience being their top buzzwords. Now that's something that I've always talked about, is they're trying to kill you with convenience. They're trying to say that this is for your safety, this is for to protect you, this is to take care of you, and ultimately what it is they're using those as buzzwords to get people to sign up for it, whether there's somebody who's afraid of the security breach, or whether it's just somebody who wants the convenience factor of it. Those are the buzzwords that they're doing. Give up your privacy, give up your unique identification, and we will give you security, we will give you convenience. It's okay, we're not storing your data. No, we're not storing your data, which they may not be storing your data, but that doesn't mean the people that they just sent the data to aren't storing it. That's another way that they like to get around this. They like to calm everybody down and say, once we verify it's you, we actually delete it. We don't keep it. Well, that may be true. You may not keep it, but where you just sent it, you being the middleman, they can certainly keep it. So that's always something to keep in mind. Don't ever get tricked by those little cute little words that they try to do, the word play or word salad. I know people like that, the word salad. But they try and do it all the time, especially in a society like today where generations who grow up on electronics and technology, who are in their 30s and 40s now, they've been programmed to be enamored with new, flashy, and shiny things. I don't know about you guys, but whenever there's like a new release of something technological, usually like a new phone or something, I don't know how many times I see pictures and videos where people, again, in their 30s, 40s, in their 20s too, obviously, where they are lined up around the corner, all the way around the block, to trade in their iPhone 9 for an iPhone 10. I don't know what the number is. I'm really don't follow phones that much, but for this next upgrade, which costs $1,500, that only adds like an extra 3 pixels to the camera. It's the same exact phone that they have, but they'll pay the $1,500 to get like 3 extra pixels. We're in a society now where they have to have the new high-tech thing. They cannot live without their technology. They can't live without their phone. They can't live without their iPad. They can't live without anything. And so when anything comes through that's new or flashy, even if it contains something that will take away your privacy or take away your unique identification, biometrics, or anything like that, they're going to get it because they've been programmed to always have the next flashy thing. I mean, it's the same thing as all your friends went and saw the latest movie, but you didn't. Now you feel the pressure. You have to go and see that movie because everybody else saw it. And so it's the same type of thing. They've grown up in an instant and convenient society where everything is to make life faster and or easier. The information age has brought along the social media where every bit of news, every bit of whatever you want is always at right there at your fingertips, and it's coming through at light speed. You can just keep on scrolling. You're going to keep getting new stuff. It's instant gratification. Groceries can be delivered right to your door with the tap of your phone. Slow taxis, where you needed to call in and wait for them to show up, have been replaced with an app to bring a car to your door. You just tap the button and there they are. And now we have stores where there's no need to check out anymore, because they're using biometric and smart cameras. Those are those smart stores, the Amazon stores, Aldi's are starting to do it now. Convenience stores where you just walk in, you either scan you or a code on your phone, you grab a bag or your cart, and whatever you put in there, the cameras verify what you have, and you just walk right out. It's easy and convenient, right? Just Give us your information, and then it'll be so much faster. It's the same thing. Everything is about instant. Everything is about being fast. Everything is about convenience. Everything's about being easy. And they're going to do that. And every time you do that, they're taking more and more and more of your data. Businesses and workplace, they're using the palm and iris scans, so no key or card is even needed to unlock the door or call in. That's one of the things that the Kio system is using. A lot of businesses are putting that there now, so you don't need a card, you don't need a key, you just need the veins inside of your hand. You put it on there and you walk in. And of course, they're trying to say, well, it's convenient. If you ever forget your card or your keys, you never have to worry about it. You already have what you need to get in, and it's attached to you. Anything that they can do to take it. And so much so, we even got ATMs that are now going biometric. We just talked about what's going on in Argentina. You don't even need your credit or debit card anymore. You just need your eye and thumbprint, and you can get into your account and draw out your cash. It's the same stuff. Society has been conditioned and programmed to not only willingly fall in line with these invasive changes, but many actively choose them either to make their lives easier or because it's the next fad and it's so cool to have. I've seen it all over the place. There's been podcasts that I've watched. They're not like prophecy podcasts, even though those are the majority of what I watch. But I've seen podcasts out there where these people are just talking about, man, I had to get this new cool thing where I just scanned my thumb and this happened, and they were excited. It's like, hey man, I just gave up my thumbprint because, I wanted to buy chips faster. Good for you. That wasn't a smart move, not in my opinion.